Deekrap, hello from Phuket International Airport. This morning we're flying Phuket to Bangkok on a domestic flight on Thai Airways International. Well, that's what we thought, but in fact we're flying Thai Airways' wholly owned subsidiary Thai Smile. Now, Thai Smile commenced operations in July 2012. Thai, at the time, like many legacy carriers, had created the low-cost subsidiary to compete against the new low-cost startups. In 2020, Thai Airways filed for bankruptcy protection, blaming predominantly COVID-19. Most commentators, however, pointed out that Thai Airways had had net losses for 7 out of the last 10 years, and most pointed the blame at senior managers and the fact that the airline had an unusually high number of different aircraft types, creating unnecessary complexities. A number of the senior managers were ex-Royal Thai Air Force officers. As part of the government's bailout, efficiencies were required, and in late 2022 the airline posted a number of quarters of profitability. Management are now saying that Thai will leave bankruptcy protection in 2024. Not sure if we're going to be able to get access to the Royal Orchid Lounge with Thai. I should have been able to. It's on a Thai flight number, but because the aircraft is Thai Smile, that may not happen. But let's go try and see if we could get into the lounge and start this domestic service through to Bangkok. So I wasn't able to get in the lounge today. Their explanation is, even though we bought a Thai Airlines ticket and a Thai Airlines flight number, and that we check in on the Thai system that recognises us as Star Alliance Gold, and that they would permit you to check in and prioritise your bags. Because the operating airline is Thai Smile, that doesn't enable you to get access to the Royal Orchid Lounge. Not a problem, but it's just another great lesson in learning how careful you've got to be when selecting which flights you operate on. You can think you're entitled to access when in fact you're not. That's okay. We're going to get to fly Thai Smile, which I'm quite excited about. It's a domestic flight and we're in economy, but it will be a good insight into the small airline that operates a lot of Thai Airlines flights domestically for them. I understand that's about to change. And that Thai will be flying more of their hours at Phuket Airport waiting for our flight on Thai Smile, Smile Thai. So it's a great opportunity actually to do some aircraft spotting. And there's quite a variety of airlines operating out of Phuket, some that I'm not overly familiar with. I see there's a flight to Moscow with Aeroflot. And so I'll look out for that. So let's spend the next few minutes just seeing what aircraft are operating out of Phuket on a rather rainy Friday in October. Well, it's not every day you see Aeroflot operating currently. This is a Aeroflot flight 275 Phuket to Moscow. It's a 777-300. Actually, interesting, while we're in Phuket, the Russian influence is notable. A lot of brochures in Russian now. Russian, clearly they make up a large number of visitors. But Aeroflot, 777-275 for Moscow. Well, pleased to be boarding our flight through to Bangkok. Interesting, couldn't get into the lounge, but we certainly got priority boarding as Star Alliance members and priority baggage. So it's interesting, just adds to my confusion. It's quite a fresh, colourful cabin on Thai Smile. Monique and I always, when we travel in economy, take an aisle each because we don't like trying to crawl over people getting out to the bathroom. It will be really interesting to see if there's any onboard service on this 1 hour, 20-minute flight today. Colourful uniforms of the crew, which are quite impressive. Let's see what the in-flight service is like. So you can see we've moved seats. There was a customer who wasn't feeling well, and so we agreed to move seats to give them more room, and we've added our masks just to be a little safe. The seats are quite comfortable. I think we've probably got about a 30-inch pitch. I'll have a go at showing you that in a second. It's a pretty full flight. A flight time of just over 1 hour 25 minutes. So lots of leg room. Monique's always seems to be able to get pretty comfortable quickly. She's starting to read her book. No IFE on this flight, no surprise there. It will be really interesting to see if we get any in-flight service on Thai Smile. Lunch is served, everybody. Smile light meal. Let's see what we've got. Bread roll, refreshing tissue, and some water. Well, that's it. Well, welcome to Bangkok. That Smile Thai Airlines flight was actually quite pleasant. The crew were really good, friendly. They're obviously, I misspoke, they're not a low-cost carrier, it's more of a hybrid. So there's certainly low-cost elements, probably very high levels of aircraft utilisation. But in terms of the onboard service, there was complimentary sandwich, complimentary water, a tea and coffee service. So not true low cost, more of a hybrid model. So we're in Bangkok, nice to have arrived. Overall, will I fly Thai or Smile Thai Airlines again? Yeah, without any doubt.